What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome in to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alicia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. Y'all are freaking incredible. Let's ring this elbow. We'll call in spirit and then see what situation or messages want to come up for our wonderful collective today. I know the reading's coming out normally a little bit later than usual, but you know, a girl's gotta enjoy her weekend too, okay? All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Okay. I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance. Yeah, okay. All of the good things for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Seven of Cups. There is someone currently maybe feeling a little bit confused or feeling a little overwhelmed sometimes with the Seven of Cups because there are so many different paths or options in front of them. Someone here needs to make a choice, so I don't know who we're reading for just yet, but let's keep going. Seven of Cups, all right. Two of Cups. This is talking about a love relationship, okay? The Two of Cups is definitely an energy of feeling very closely bonded to someone, feeling pretty much in love, okay? The Two of Cups is two people who love each other equally. We have the Knight of Swords, direct communication coming in, or someone wants to communicate their truth. Let me see here. The Emperor. The Emperor. Okay, so we are reading on the Emperor right now, which for some of you in our collective, this is the divine masculine energy. We relate that to the Emperor. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot, which is also connected to the Emperor and the Sun, even underneath that. Okay, so there is a decision. I don't know why there's a little bit of confusion. I have to clarify that before we move forward, but I can tell you that this Emperor is very much wanting to cut through any kind of BS or cut the shit. I heard cut the shit. And get on with it, okay? So, I mean, this person is in a very, like, I don't know. I don't know exactly the word for it. It's like getting down to business, not wanting any kind of BS, okay? It's like, there shouldn't be any confusion. I don't know what the holdup is here. I just want to get this show on the road, kind of an energy. I really am taking control of my life. You know, they could have previously been in an energy of confusion or not sure if they wanted to pursue love rather than perhaps like career or something else, okay? Because the Seven of Cups, at the end of the day, we always have to make a decision here. But it seems like this decision has been made, all right? The Emperor has decided I'm taking control. I'm the one in charge of the situation. I'm determined to move forward towards my own happiness, right? That is this beautiful combination of the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Sun. I don't care if it feels like I have to go off to war. I am going to be happy, you know, like no matter what. At the end of the day, happiness is the main goal of this Emperor, okay? And their own personal joy. So let me clarify. Some of you, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is like maybe a moment that you have been waiting for, or it has taken them a very long time to get to this point. Okay, now sevens, we've got two, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Sevens, numerologically speaking, are spiritual challenges, okay? So I feel like this person has gotten it together, though. They know what they want. They know what they want to do. They obviously here want to be with the person that they love. Now, please talk to me about the Seven of Cups. I want to know what some of the other options were, like why it took so long for this Emperor to make this decision that I'm choosing love, I'm choosing my happiness, I'm choosing to move forward with the person I love, come hell or high water, okay? That is more of the energy. I couldn't pick it up earlier, but it's like, come hell or high water, I will be with the person that I love, okay? So tell me about the Seven of Cups. What were some of the options? What was some of the confusion? The Star. I don't feel like they were ever confused about you, the person that they love. That was never really the problem. We have the Fool at the bottom of the deck, and underneath that we even have the the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, King of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and underneath that the Queen of Swords. Okay, so just give me a second. Okay, thanks, loves. I just wanted to write that down come hell or high water because it was coming through very strong, and I didn't want to forget it. Okay, so what I see going on here is that the confusion, let's go back to this. I'm going to recap for a second. This person was never confused about how they felt towards you. Okay, this Emperor was never confused. I feel like what the problem was, okay, what the confusion was around was in order to follow their dream, their wish, you know, that secret wish of their heart, you know, to be happy with the person that they love. It was going to come with some complications, okay? Now, they would have had to leave something here with the 8 of Cups that they had previously invested in emotionally. Now, that could be maybe another relationship for some of you. Maybe it was a job, or maybe it was like, not that they would have to leave their job, but they would have to maybe dial back or something. They would have to give something up, okay? They would have to walk away from something in order to become single, right? To be able to pursue this connection fully and completely. Now, I am getting that it is money related, okay? So whether that has to do with another relationship or their career or maybe a place they live or a family situation, I don't know. It's going to be different for each and every one of you because, loves, this is a general reading on YouTube. We're just reading the energetic weather here, right? So the details you're going to have to place for your own self, okay? Let me tell you what I see. There was something that their money was tied up in, okay? And I am getting a lot of money with this person. And not saying that they are materialistic or, you know, it just feels like it was going to cost a lot of time, energy, and effort for them to walk away from whatever they were involved in, okay? In order to pursue a relationship, okay? Let me tell you something about relationships, and I'm sure you already know, but I just want to say, like, they do take a lot of time and attention and commitment and focus in order to, you know, really give to a relationship. So somebody, even if they were single when the two of you met, it could have been that they were very much invested in their career, a project, a goal, something else, okay? Now, when the two of you met, I feel like it threw them off guard, or it threw them off track, or it was a huge distraction for them where they weren't able to continue focusing 100% on what they had previously invested in, okay? So that was where the confusion was, okay? It wasn't about the depth of the feeling. It wasn't that they didn't want to have you in their life, or they didn't want to pursue a relationship. It was more about, do I have time for this? Does my schedule permit for this? Or like, if I were to take some of my attention away from this project, goal, relationship, whatever, and invest it into a solid, long-term committed relationship where I would be very happy with this person, you know, I would lose out on some kind of money or investment. Okay, they felt that way, that it was very black and white thinking that was going on with them, and it was causing a lot of confusion. It was this or that. It wasn't like, how can I make this work for everyone? Now, if the thing that they were previously invested in was indeed a relationship, okay, when the two of you met, it would have been a relationship where they were staying in out of convenience, financial, or because of financial investments. Like maybe they owned a house with this person, or maybe they had business with this person, or maybe something like, you know, whatever, right? Maybe they've had a family. This person would have maybe, I don't know if they were divorced, okay, so they could have already been divorced or separated, That's what I mean. Like, it wasn't that they were already in a loving kind of connection when the two of you met. They also weren't really planning on putting themselves out there to date. Okay, so let's say this person went through like, or is going through a separation, or was when the two of you connected. They weren't really ready to put themselves on the market, let's say. Okay, so they maybe had a lot of stuff going on in their life, right? So I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, it took this person a very long time. I have to tell you, we had the Seven of Pentacles come up, so it took them a while to figure out what was most important to them. All right. So for me, as a very like heart on your sleeve, emotional, passionate type of person, you know, kind of leading with the heart rather than logic or practicality at times. I've had to balance that out personally myself. But, you know, when you fall in love, it's really hard to dial it back or take a step back or, you know, think of things in a practical way. But this is what this person is a highly practical person. Okay. So that's what I mean. Like, for me, it's a no-brainer. I would have been like, oh my gosh, you're my soulmate. Let's do the thing. Right. Maybe at a time, because like I said, now I've balanced out some of that energy within myself. And I couldn't imagine, like, if I personally, I can empathize with this emperor, because I myself I'm not putting myself on the market right now. I don't have time for a relationship. My life is very full. I'm very happy with, you know, how things are, and I've got goals that I'm working on. And to start dating someone or being in a relationship would take away from where my focus is at the moment, right? So, okay, I don't want you to feel like this person didn't have feelings for you, because they do. They definitely do. They did, and they do. Do they feel like the two of you could be very happy together and enjoy blissful romantic pairing? Okay, yes. Okay, that was never the issue here in this particular reading. Now, they took a lot of time to think about this, and they had a lot of confusion. Okay, that's where the problem is. Okay, and I say that's where the problem is because I feel like either they stated that they weren't ready for a relationship right now, or you met. Okay, so this gives the feeling of like, okay, we met. I wish we would have met at a different time, because right now I just can't, you know, like, it's not about you. I just can't. And sometimes, you know, if somebody told me that, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, whatever. We make time and space for the people we love. So of course you don't want this, right? But that actually isn't the case. Again, there is a gray area. Okay, there's a gray area, and I feel this person 100% that, like, it was not about you. Okay, it was never about you. It was never you. As far as like the reason why they weren't moving forward, you may have internalized it, of course, right? Or just taken it for face value and said, okay, well, if you don't want to pursue this, then I guess that's it. Like, whatever. Like, what are you going to do? You can't force somebody to be ready for a relationship. You just can't. And so I feel like you have removed yourself from the situation. I feel like with the Four of Swords, you are very quiet. Like, you're not really talking to this person. You're not chasing this person. You're not, you know, trying to get their attention. You're like, again, you're not chasing them, right? You've said, okay, fine, whatever. Did it hurt? I'm sure it did. But yeah, I mean, so anyway, so this person needed time to figure it out, or it wasn't about, like I said, they didn't need time to figure out how they felt about you. They needed time to figure out what they were going to prioritize in their life. Now, some of the things, like, let's say they were in, like I said, another relationship that was over or past its expiry date. Okay, because we all know that people can stay in relationships for very practical reasons, especially in this freaking economy. Okay, I know personally of so many couples who are living together very unhappily, almost as roommates, because they simply cannot afford to split up right now. Okay, so this is something like that. Okay, for some of you, it's not for everyone. So they knew that if they were to choose their own happiness and bliss and a new beginning here, it would take a lot of time, energy, and effort to detach from whatever it was they were currently involved in. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that's what it is. Now, I had to do some of that backstory energy here because this is where we're at right now. You are not pursuing this individual. And, oh, I don't know if this is going to be able to pick it up, but I just heard sirens, okay? And I live in a very small town. It is not often that we get these sirens coming through, but hope everyone's all right. Anyway, this is where you are right now. You're not talking, you're not doing anything, you're not involved. Okay. You are showing up here as this Queen of Swords energy, which is somebody who has their guard up. This is somebody who's protecting themselves, their energy. Also somebody who has a very keen bullshit detector. Okay, so you are somebody who can recognize red flags. You see red flags. You might call out red flags. Like, you're not one to be played with. Okay, and I know that this person understands that completely. And I feel like when they said they weren't ready for a relationship, they were being honest. They were being honest. They weren't ready. They didn't have their shit together. Okay, they did not, in whatever sense that was. Now, I believe there is a sense of urgency, right? There is a sense of urgency, and we picked it up in our last reading as well. And that's where it was kind of funny because that's where I was going. And then the sirens went off, right? Distracting me and my ADHD loveliness. So we have them in this sense of urgency, and now they're in this, okay, there's no more confusion. There's no more confusion. I have got to state my case, and I need to do it very quickly. Okay, I need to do it very quickly because all of a sudden something clicked. A switch was flipped within this individual where they were like, now they're in this energy. My happiness is number one, come high or hell water. So, I want to know what switch flipped. Okay, so what changed in this person? Like, what was the thing what was that straw, that final straw, or that decision? Okay, I don't care what kind of battles I'm going to have to face in order to get to my happiness, my bliss, to be with the person that I want. They're highly motivated at this point in time to try to get this relationship off the ground with you. Okay. All right. And I feel like you are you're flying solo right now. Okay. You are flying solo. All right. And they know that. So you are technically like available, right? You're available. Okay. They were obviously at the time they were not available for a relationship. And I feel like, again, when the two of you met, it threw them off. They weren't expecting to meet someone like you. They weren't expecting for this connection to happen. It honestly felt and feels like really poor timing for them in their practical everyday life. Okay. All right. So, this person doesn't get overly swept away by romance and things like that, but they felt the bond and they know the person they want to be with when they see it. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, but again, with the King of Pentacles, they're very practical, very down to earth. They're not going to make, uninformed decisions, or they're not going to make decisions on a whim. That's not how this kind of person works. They are very strategic. They're very intelligent, and they usually have a plan. Okay. All right. And they don't like to deviate from the plan. So this is somebody who's pretty structured in the way that they live their life and pretty practical. Okay. But the Knight of Swords is telling me that there's something that's flipped right within them. So let's find out what that was. What was the flip here? The Knight of Swords is somebody who's going to come in, rushing in really quick. This is the chaser kind of energy who comes through and just like delivers their truth. Like, I don't care what I have to do. I don't care who I have to. Never mind. I'm not going to say whatever. We have Three of Wands. Three of Wands. This person, flip that switch. Flip that switch. Okay, with the Three of Wands, looking out to the future, analyzing their future, starting to see some success with their projects and goals, or maybe even a little extra time. Okay, let me see. I need more than just the Three of Wands here, please, Spirit. What is the Three of Wands? Clarify this. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I have time. What's more important? This person was also looking further ahead down their own personal timeline. Sometimes there's the Four of Wands, yeah. Sometimes, and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to put this down and talk about it. Okay. So sometimes when we are evaluating things in our life, and I feel like this person does, like I said, they're a planner. This person looks forward to the future. They make plans for the future. This person will have a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, like, and they often don't deviate from it because they know that if they continue to work towards those goals with uninterrupted focus, they will make their mark, right? They will achieve the goals. This person's very goal oriented. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm getting Capricorn energy very heavily from this person, but it's just those qualities of a masculine Capricorn who's very much focused on, or even a feminine Capricorn, doesn't matter, who's very much focused on the practical steps that it takes to get to you to where you want to be. Okay. That is one of the characteristics of Capricorn that I absolutely admire. Okay. Especially as being somebody who does have this like ADHD thing where I kind of meander and go all over the place and easily go on detours, just like the way I speak. But anyway, it's all about the adventure. Okay. So as this person was laying out plans, looking towards the future, taking stock of where they are, what's going on with their life, they could not stop picturing you in that future. Okay. Even though the two of you haven't been in communication, or, you know, they've already stated that they're not ready for a relationship, blah, 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 blah. And there's been a split. Okay. They continuously see you as being part of their future. Okay. When they sit down and they're, like I said, I already said that. Okay. So now I feel like they have been taking their sweet time to find out how they can work in a new commitment into this goal. How can I balance everything? How can I get the happiness that I know I would have, like, you know, with the person that I love, right? Come hell or high water, this is now their decision that they've made. They have worked you into their plan. Okay. They've worked you into their plan for the future. Okay. They are now feeling that they have enough space. Maybe some things have, again, with the 3 of Wands, we start seeing success. We start seeing our ships come in. We start feeling a little bit more that we are on track towards headed for our goals, right? Especially the 4 of Wands. They may have already established themselves. They've made some progress since the 2 of you last connected. Okay, they've made progress and they're now feeling stable, and they're now feeling like they have more freedom, more time and space to pursue a new connection. Okay, but it's also because they are very much inspired to, again, make it so that they could have their cake and eat it too. Like, they're still going to have this goal. They're still going to pursue whatever it is that they've been trying to pursue as far as their career and things like that. They're trying to make space for love. How can I make this work? Okay. So, if the problem was money, then they have more money. If the problem was they had to get out of something else, a previous commitment, then they've already established themselves on their own. Okay. So that's the energy that we're getting here. Okay. That's what flipped. That's where the switch flipped. It's like, I don't want to wait anymore. I don't want to wait any longer, because if they continue, like, you know, to take their sweet ass time, you know, analyzing and looking at every possible option and making their plans, then you're going to just slip right through their fingers, basically. Maybe you already have. For some of you, you already have. Okay. And so this is what's inspiring them to come forward, communicate, take some action towards, like, getting you back, in a sense, right? They don't want to let this connection slip through their fingers whatsoever. Okay. All right. They're very much, oh, I just picked up the deck and it was the 4 of Pentacles here. They're very much holding on to this. They may have saved some money. They may have, like I said, they've made some kind of progress. So, Spirit, what is the next action? What can our beautiful tribe expect from this individual? What can our tribe expect from this individual? What's coming into our tribe from this person? What can you expect? What is on the horizon here? 7 of Pentacles. Well, what you've been waiting for, I guess. I feel like you kind of knew this day was going to come with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you're seated kind of in this position of power. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be like, I friggin' told you so. I told you so, you know. But I feel like you are kind of waiting over here, knowing your value, knowing your worth, knowing what you've got. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, I was waiting for you to to come get me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Not that you were like sitting there waiting, but I feel like this is something that you expect to happen. Okay, so this is an expectation. You know this person's coming back. You know this person's coming back because, again, it was not about you. It wasn't about you. We have the Lovers. The choice has been made in the world. The choice to come together has been made. So you can expect them to communicate. I mean, I feel like it's coming in and you're like, strength. You're holding back. You're holding back. You're not the one pursuing this person. This person is going to be pursuing you. Okay, and I feel like you're over here like sitting pretty, sitting comfortably, knowing that this is coming in and just waiting for this person to kind of get their priorities straight. Get their priorities straight, or to come to this decision on their own. Again, you're in this really beautiful, confident energy where you know your value, you know your worth, you know what you deserve, and you're not going to chase anyone or do anything or try to force someone to have any, like, no. You just said, okay, if that's the way you feel, then I guess you missed your shot. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, this person is going to be pursuing you pretty heavily. Okay, pursuing you pretty heavily in the coming days and weeks, friends. Okay, with the world 21, it could be within 3 weeks, 21 days. Okay, within the next 3 weeks. This is what's coming in. This is the energy. All right. So let me see. I know everyone's going to feel a different kind of way about this person. So I am going to extend it. I'm going to extend it. We'll dive in deeper, and I want to know what's going on with their thoughts, what they're thinking about you, what's been going on perhaps a little bit deeper in their life about the flip of the switch, maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out how they feel, like what they're going to say, all kinds of stuff, like what is their intention? Where do you fit into the plan? Are you going to plan things together? Like, what is this? You're not just going to be taken along for a ride, but they are somebody who is very much with the Emperor and the Chariot and the Sun. They are a leader. Okay, so I know you have your own stuff going on in your life, but a relationship does take two people coming together to make things work, right? To share some goals and things like that, and share the plan. And I don't feel like they're just going to say, well, this is where we're going, hitch your wagon to my cart and I'll lead you there. But they are a leader. Okay. And so they are very much, if you were to jump on board with their plan and bring your plans along with this person, I do feel like they're going to lead you to the sun. The sun is happiness, positivity, joy, growth, abundance. It's really positive. Okay. So together, the two of you would have a very, very happy life. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying here. Anyways, what is the affirmation coming through? 3 of them came out. I'll read them and then we'll hop over to the extended. Okay, so we have receiving. I open up. So these are affirmations. Sometimes they try to be funny. Sometimes it hits. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Sometimes it's super corny. All right. But anyway, there's still fun cards. Receiving. I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bed bugs, or hate mail. I receive love and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more and then some more and maybe just a wee bit more. Listen, again, you are the one receiving, okay? You are on the receiving end of the love coming in towards you. We also have appreciation. I appreciate the unique ways other people show their love rather than compare their ways with my ways. Then I appreciate myself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obvious, universally accepted way. Good job, both of us. So the two of you do show you. The two of you are very opposite. You know what I mean? But there is this. There's something to appreciate about that. Okay, so appreciating them for who they are and what they care about. We have celebration. So when I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I give jealousy the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys, which means that I'm a good guy. And that means all of us win. So who wants to celebrate? I do feel like this is a celebration. It does feel like a very beautiful, positive message for those of you who it is going to resonate for. I am sending you all my love, and I will drop a preview for the extended. Once again, I always appreciate everyone's energy exchange. It really is encouraging. It helps me to, it helps fund me to continue to put out the free readings for YouTube, of course. And yeah, just thank you for all of your love and support. If you want to show energy exchange in any other way, I will gladly receive it. I open myself up to receiving love from all sources. And that would be like if you want to like the reading, or if you want to drop an emoji in the comments or leave a comment. Yeah, it's up to you. But I really appreciate each and every one of you here. Thank you so much. And I love you guys. Bye. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the extended. Thanks again for all of your energy exchange. It really means the world to me. Let's get into it right away. I want to know what energy they are going to be in when they come towards you, but I'm guessing it's going to be love, okay? That is my best guess. It's going to be in a very loving energy. Pardon me. Oh, I just inhaled something weird. Sorry, guys. We have commitment. Okay. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship, obviously here. Yep, commitment. Yin yang. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. You don't have to resonate with being a twin flame, but it is, again, the yin yang is like opposites attract. The two of you balance out one another, even though you are very different. Okay, let's get another. Ooh. Clarity. Yeah, definitely clarity. They've taken a lot of time to think about your situation, but they have gained clarity. What is this? We have telepathic and guilt. Yeah, all right. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. So you definitely do expect for this to happen. Yeah, I feel like you pick up on their energy. You know that this is what they've been thinking about. And I feel like even when they are daydreaming about this future and then you're standing next to them, it's like, you feel that, and maybe you are doing the same thing, okay? Maybe you're using your prayers and affirmations and visualizations to help draw this person back into you, okay? But we have guilt here as well. So they do feel guilty. They have guilt over, you know, how long it's taken them to gain the clarity, or, you know, the fact that they let you kind of slip away already is weighing heavily on their hearts, but they're not going to let it get in the way of their happiness. Again, come hell or high water, you know? So they're really going to come through and give it their all. And at the bottom of the deck, we have obstacles. So looking for ways around the obstacles to find what? Happiness, okay? And that, I mean, it's very clear when we have the sun come out as well for their energy and what they're like. I am determined to have my happiness. I'm determined to have my cake and eat it too. Like, you know, I can have both. It doesn't have to be one or the other, right? It can be both. Happy career and, you know, having the money that you need and whatever, and having love as well. It's not one or the other. I don't know why this person had this, like, you know, I just feel like they were very determined, okay, for their goal, which, again, not a bad thing, but it did create an unnecessary obstacle for them and for you, and they do feel guilty about that, okay? So let me grab a tarot deck, and then we are going to jump into how it is that they're feeling, what they're thinking about, what their plans are, things like that, and we'll get into it. Okay, here we go.
She said she'd only kill me if I drew the card of death. She said she'd only love me if I drew the card that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, think I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done. She said she was beautiful